when you were writing, I'm sure like you're posting up in a Starbucks or something every day, hammering words away. But once the story was developed, where you're like, wow, this is like heavy stuff. I kind of have to really watch what I do here.
It was overwhelming, and like I said, it was a huge responsibility. You got, literally everyone from the FBI down is going to look at this story, and analyze it.
You got some balls, man.
Well, you just had to. I've been a journalist for 20 years. I've done tough stories. It was a big story, and that's why there was two of us and two guys that give a shit and two know what they're doing.
Yeah, I think the fact that you care was probably so important.
Big deal.
Especially you moving forward with it. I'm sure you were dealing with so much stuff. It was like, I actually, in my heart, I think I really need to tell this story.
Yeah, that's how I felt, and I definitely think there were moments during the production of Patriots Day where we had some fights with people about different things, that people that were involved in the production that we disagreed on, and we tried to tell them. We had some knockdown, drag out, screaming matches where we were like, listen, you guys, we're the guys that have to still stay here in Boston and look these survivors in the face. So get this fucking right, because I don't want to be the one that they're like, yeah, you're an asshole. You fucked that movie up.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions. Is when this thing went to the screen, you were probably so anxious, they better tell exactly the story that I put in the book, because they could spin it.
No, not really. I'm not telling Pete Berg what to do.
Yeah,
Pete Berg is a hell of a director, and he's a smart guy.
Friday Night Lights is my favorite.
Yeah, and he really, the biggest thing I learned on this was that Pete Berg busts his ass. He was out there interviewing people, talking to cops, talking to the FBI, talking to survivors. He did his homework. He hits the ground, and he's got a big team that help him, and so he did his homework. So we were just glad that he kept the spirit of the story, and we think that the stuff that he incorporated some of his own stuff into the script, and the stuff that he used from our book, we think he was true to, and we think we think the movie's great. We think they did a good job. It's a hard movie to watch because it's sad, and
it's gritty.
It's gritty.
It was very Peter Berg like the way he directed it, very Lone Survivor. He showed it when it was gruesome.
Yeah.
There were
it's funny.
The explosions were so gritty.
We went to the premiere with a bunch of the survivors that were our friends, and we were worried, obviously, what they were going to think, and their reaction was, from a couple of them, two of them said this to me, was that, I was like, were you guys upset by the bombing scene, because they were there, and blood and legs and all that, and they were like, you know what, they were like, it was actually, in the movie, it was less gory than it was in real life. They were like, it was way worse. So they could have made that worse.
Wow.
And so I was kind of like, whoa, I thought they were going to be upset and traumatized by it, but they were like, no, it was way worse than that.
So they were kind of satisfied.
They all thought they did a tasteful job on it, and that was important to me. And look, I think the movie's done pretty well. I think when you watch it and people watch it, I think
thank you, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, no, moment. I mean, I'm like I said, I'd rather have someone like me that was involved directly do it than some jerk that just was like, yeah, let's make $100 million thriller,